morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you some prediction readings for the 26th of October. Now I am out here with Sophie, Spocket's inside having a snuggle with my hubby. It's a beautiful fresh spring morning today and fresh it is out here. It's a little on the cool side. We had -1. We're still getting some cold night temps. My bird bath, you probably can't see it. It's got a film of ice over the top of it this morning, but the day our temps go really extreme here, so it should get to about 19 degrees today and fine, which will be quite nice. Some nice sunshine and hopefully no wind. And lots of birds out today, guys. The spring birds. It's so nice, isn't it? So just me and Sophie today. Welcome anybody new to my channel as well. Feel free to comment down below. Hit those like buttons, guys. You know the drill. Got a little bit of admin, guys. There's always something to talk about on the world global stage, isn't there? The reason I let you guys know what's happening in Oz is because we've got a few strikes going on here. They're a form of protest too. If you think of a strike, it's really a form of protesting against the government, isn't it? Because it's always about wage rises and pay and overworked, underpaid. You get these in the UK and Canada and pretty much everywhere. Maybe not Canada because we know how strict Trudeau is. So we've got the Qantas strike employees, engineers. They're fighting over pay again. So they're walking off the job again. That happened yesterday, I think it was again. And also we've got teacher strikes in Oz again. So it kind of just is cyclic. It just keeps repeating itself because no one can afford to live. Because as we know, no wages are going up. Everything else is going up, but everyone's pay is staying at the same level. Except the global elites and all our prime ministers and presidents, and their pay goes up all the time. They give themselves a good pat on the back rather, and pay rise every couple of months, don't they? I know Elbow certainly does. Oh, cheers everyone! I have got my cup of tea. Oh, the birds, they love the mornings. And you always got to have your barking dogs in the background. Sorry, guys. Anyway, it's good to be out in nature, isn't it? And just enjoying our beautiful environments that we do live in rather than conforming to the shoeboxes that they're trying to get us to live in. I mean, half of these new home-solving estates and things and towers they're building, there's not a lot of trees and the houses are this close together. We know there's going to be no nature. They're trying to eliminate nature. It's the strangest thing, isn't it, guys? For us BS detectors, renegades now, we can call ourselves, that's our new word, we really love nature, don't we? So it's very hard for us to imagine a world where we can't escape into the beauty of nature. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, speaking of airports, did you see that New Zealand? I know you would have seen it in Dunedin in New Zealand. They've put a limit on hugging. You're not allowed to go over 3 minutes when you're greeting someone or saying goodbye because it's causing bank ups and apparently it's very bad. Here we go. Here comes the control, guys. We know Chris Luxon's not too bad, but I'm sure he probably didn't have anything to do with the 3-minute limit on hugging. What the hell, guys? It's already starting, isn't it? So that's happening at the airport in Dunedin. They had it on TV yesterday. Oh, yes, it starts small, the control, and then it starts to expand and filter out into other areas, doesn't it, as we know. The other thing is Queensland, you've got your big vote today. I know, Jen, you'll be up there voting. You've got Chrissy Fitzgerald and Stephen Miles. Fingers Stephen Miles gets out. He's the Labor Minister who works under Albanese government. Let's hope he gets out because he's done nothing to address the youth crime that I tell you about up there at all. So fingers, that'd be a good kick up the backside for Elbow if he gets kicked out. Oh, sorry guys. So I'll keep you up to date with how that goes, guys. The other thing is they had Sydney beaches. Yes, we often talk about the beaches here and how they don't want us, like I just said, going out in nature, having fun, going for a lovely walk on the beach. Well, apparently they're calling them the poo beaches in Sydney. Yes, poo, P-O-O. Bronte and Coogee, you need to get onto the website and check if it's a bad poo day in the water. because the fecal pollution can be very bad. Seriously, guys, they do not want us enjoying ourselves. It's so obvious to us, isn't it? So, but go check out the website, guys, because you don't want to be swimming around with the fecal matter. Sorry, my nose is running because it's so cold. Do you? I mean, really? Let's just turn people off swimming. I don't get it. Of going to the beach. Like, what is happening in this world, guys? Anyway, to be continued. I think the people of Sydney and around Coogee Beach and Bronte have probably had enough of this as well. I guess it's just another app you got to load on your phone so you can check the fecal pollution in your area. It's completely mad. God, we laugh at some of this stuff, don't we, guys? The other thing I can't not touch on is, of course, the USA, the American voting. 11 days, I think it is left, guys. Not very long to go. Not long at all. Well, they're campaigning in Texas, apparently. Kamala and Trump, I think, are both in Texas. And, of course, she's got Beyonce making a guest appearance now. She's had that many stars making guest appearances. And as one of you pointed out, that's a good idea, some of the connections to P. Diddy, because Jay-Z was there the other day. There's a lot of musos coming in now. So I'm guessing we're going to hear Beyonce singing, "You Said Texas." What's that song, her latest? Well, it's like a country tune, but they reckon it's not a country tune, but I don't know. But I'm sure we're going to hear her singing that song. So that's the big appearance for the Kamala campaign today. And Trump was actually talking about, he wants to discuss this was what he was discussing, the migrant crime. And that people would prefer, which I think they would prefer, to be talking about the migrant crime, which Kamala seems to avoid, doesn't she, guys? All right, how about I close my eyes, we'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Enough of the admin. All right. And mention to you in London and UK, guys, you've got apparently big marches there tomorrow. Someone was saying, or a lot of you have been telling me, this weekend anyway. Fingers are huge. I've been getting that you guys will stand up. Fingers. Let's hope they're huge against Armageddon, guys. They need to be. You need him knocked off his perch. All right, let's keep going. Yep, waves of awakening across Europe. I keep getting it. People are waking up, sweeping across Europe. They're standing up. They're fighting back. They're not going to tolerate it. People are standing up in Europe now. It's so good. All right. This can't be good. I'm getting Jabcinda. In New Zealand, the ex-wonderful, very wonderful Prime Minister that has now just been named a dame. Oh dear. Rewarded for her bad behaviour during the pandemic and how she destroyed New Zealand just about, financially anyway. I'm getting that we're going to see more of her. Oh, no. She's a bit of a book writer. I think I've had before. She's written a book. I think some of you told me about her book, because I did get that a couple of years ago. But I think she's releasing another book. Oh, no. That'll be great reading, won't it, guys? I'm sure we're going to rush out to the bookshop and buy it. I am seeing another book for her. And it's, to me, it's like running a country's not easy, or it could even be like a story. Well, it's probably like an autobiography, I'd say, but it's all about juggling parenthood and running a country and all the, and running, surviving through the pandemics and all this kind of thing, like how she had to juggle so much, and she just got to the point where she had to step away from like the politics, and I feel like it might be just more of an autobiography actually about that period of time in her life when she was Prime Minister. So we're going to see her face plastered around a bit more, guys. Sorry, in New Zealand, I know you're not keen to see that, but I am seeing a book on the horizon. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm sure it'll only be her version though. It won't be the version of all the little people, peasants and Lego people in New Zealand, because I think it'd be a very different book. It'd be a very different perspective, wouldn't it? That's the other thing actually, guys, that just reminding me. I was talking to my sister the other day, and you know how she is a jabber, and she accepts that I didn't, and I accept that she did, and we are fine with it all. Like, we don't have issues with it. And I was talking to her about how my friends never come and visit me or anything, and she goes, oh, I know what that is. She said they won't say it, but it's because you're not jabbed. She still reckons it's because we're not jabbed. And I think it makes sense, actually, because you think, why wouldn't they? It's crazy. People are still stuck in that mass psychosis, guys. And if she's thinking like that, I'm thinking that it's probably right. I know a lot of you guys would be experiencing this too. People who sort of moved away from you during a lot of that still probably haven't come back. It's so bizarre. It's bizarre to us, isn't it? Because they've all had it. They all got picketed for it, but they've all had it like more than one time, probably. And some had side effects and that. I know some of you guys here got very affected by these things. It's crazy. I was talking to another girl the other day, and she said how she was forced to get it. She didn't want to have it, but had to have it. She was in some sort of government role. It's so wrong, isn't it? That it's affected everyone's lives. I said that to my hubby last night. Like, this happened 4.5 years ago, and it's still affected a lot of our friendships and relationships. It's crazy. People can't move on from it. Their logic's still not there around the picky wheel. My psychosis, it was bad. But like I say, they're not in it for all the other stuff, so let's keep going, guys. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to tell you about. Chucky and Camilla went to, I don't think I wrote it down. They went to, Samoa. Oh no, sorry, here it is. I did forget to tell you this bit of admin. Samoa is the island that I always tell you about near Australia, near the Pacific region, that China took over, and they've been mining, etc., and promising them the world. Well, there's a leaders summit there about climate change, and this is where Chucky and Camilla went to. And Elbo's there, of course he is. I'm sure a few of the others will be there. So they've come up with a new energy agreement with the UK, apparently. So don't know what's happening there, but they're meeting in Samoa at the moment. You've probably seen it on TV. But I'm guessing if they're all there, that probably Panda's got a bit of input into that as well, because they have kind of taken that island over big time. So it's all the climate change summit, and they're going, and Chucky's there making his statements about climate change. We know he's a big pusher of the climate change agenda. But the interesting thing is, yes, they would have all gone there on their private jets. I think Chucky and Camilla caught the Elbo's private jet across to there, and Elbo would have caught his private jet across to there. But climate change is a huge issue that we all need to address. All of us little people, peasants and Lego people anyway, but none of the elites, and that they can still continue to, earn their carbon credit points, isn't it? As Bill Gates always says. All right, let's keep going. Getting Germany's rising, Finland's rising. I get Germany a lot here. I am seeing Finland. If Finland wants change, is what I'm getting for Finland. I'm getting Sweden. Where's Sweden? Sorry, I always get Switzerland, Sweden. I get a bit muddled up on my mapping and my geography. But I am getting Sweden. People aren't content in Sweden. Could be cost of living. We know that's a huge global issue. But I am getting Sweden. Things are uncomfortable now financially in Sweden. I feel like they're being really pushed in Sweden, is what I'm getting. Pushed to breaking point, probably like the rest of us all. Okay. Getting Australia, and I'm getting Australia's in turmoil. And again, I think I got it the other day. They're showing me that big giant whirlpool in the water where everything's going down. In Australia, it's just we're being sucked dry of finances and resources. Elbo is really taking our country down into this giant, it's saying like water whirlpool. Everything's being sucked into this big vacuum of it's sort of all disappearing is what I'm getting. A lot of things are disappearing in Australia. because we know that Elbow's selling us offshore and bringing in big corporate to take over our land, as we know. That's what he's been working on. As long as he gets his little pay and kickbacks and everything, I am getting that. I'm still getting Australia's, well, it's like flushing the toilet, going down the toilet. We need him out big time, really fast. All right. I'm getting Egypt. And we know Egypt's like on the border of all the war activity, but I am getting they're really upping the ante now on their border protections. I've said that before, but I'm really seeing patrolling of borders with Egypt, like big guns, really big protection in Egypt now. They're really protecting their people. It's just what I'm getting. I'm getting really big border patrol. Could be in the water too, like out on the water, but I am seeing that for Egypt. They're very, very protective of their country. They don't want to get, I'm feeling they don't want to get dragged into things. So I'm just seeing soldiers at airports, soldiers at borders with these big guns. I'm seeing big guns, you know, the ones they hang around their neck. I'm seeing that. All right. Which you can understand. You wouldn't want to get involved in all that up there, would you? Oh my God. All right. I'm getting that Dubai floods is being investigated. They had really weird floods. Was it 6 months ago? Something like that. I feel like that's being investigated. People are suspicious of that. I think that's very unusual for Dubai to get those kind of floods. Was it weather manipulation? We don't know. We just sometimes have a guess here. But I did say we're going to have more flooding and all this kind of thing. So there's going to be more of this like around the countries. We're going to be seeing more of this water events. But I am getting that's being investigated. People are suspicious in Dubai of why and how that happened. Did a lot of damage. I am getting that. A lot of investigation. Well, we know the lawyers come into this and then they start to make their money because people lose their houses, their livelihoods. You think about all the industries that would have got affected by that. Like Dubai's, we know it's kind of, well, it's a very wealthy place. We know that. But, hang on a minute. But it's not untouchable, is what I'm getting. Because remember, there's a lot of elites there as well. It'd be interesting to sort of see where the flooding was in Dubai, wouldn't it? Like if it was just in certain parts of the area, which tends to happen, doesn't it, guys? I.e., example, Maui fires. All right, let's keep going and see if there's anything else. God, they're showing me like burn-offs in North Queensland, like sugarcane burn-offs right at the top of Australia, that could get out of control. You might have a little bit of a difficult fire season up the top of Queensland. I do see that coming. You're going to have some really hot weather up north in Australia. I am definitely seeing that, and more out of control fires. And people up there are used to like their sugarcane burning season and all this kind of stuff, but I feel like there's going to be like more fire activity. It's not just going to be the controlled like burning of things. It's going to be like very hot, very dry. Maybe you haven't had enormous amount of rain up there. I'm just getting that. A fire season, but it's going to be right at the top of Queensland, right up the top of Australia on the east coast. Oh, all right. How about we pull some cards, guys? I think we need the guidance, guys. There's so much going on in this world. I know you guys are the same. We see people just tolerating this stuff. I always say, why are people not marching in the streets and blowing up about this stuff? They're just taking it. The cost of living is mental. People can hardly stay afloat now. It's borderline people's lives collapsing, isn't it? Can you imagine, like I always say to you, the pain bodies, the domestic violence, and just the anger that's rising up in people? It's going to trigger people off. It's going to be bad. Let's do an affirmation. We need the help, don't we, guys? We need the help. Us BS detectors need some guidance. Oh, it's chilly this morning. I need to be in the sun. And Sophie's asleep. Oh, no, she's not. She's just sitting here. And that's the one we had the other day. Oh, that's the one we had the other day. Allow healing. At a certain point, you have to realize you have permission to heal your wounds of any time you choose. Beautiful. So it's allowing everything. Healing allows you to move forward. Otherwise, you stay stuck and anchored to the past. We talk about that all the time, how, you know, you need to be able to sail free and keep moving forward. Allow your wounds to heal, which is hurts, pains, anger, things that you might be holding on to from the past. Let them go now, guys. We're getting better at that, though, aren't we, guys? That's what the awakening is. Universe card. That's what the awakening is. It's when you let go of the resistance in your body that's holding you back from living your best life, basically. We pick things up along the way. As sensitives, intuitive, psychics, we pick things up that are other people. It's never about us. It's never about us. And that's what the awakening does. It cracks you open to find yourself again. Transformation. Oh, there you go. I think we had this the other day. Again, caterpillar into the butterfly. You completely transform. And when you transform, it's that vibrational thing. The whole world around you changes. The people in your life, you attract different things. You get back to your passions, your creativities. They're the things that save you and heal you. Queen of the Moon Oracle. I don't know why all this is happening, guys. It is pretty crazy, isn't it? It's been just the most strangest journey, hasn't it? I'm going to give you this one because it just bounced out. Boundaries. See, she's got the dome over her, protecting her. Protect your energy. That's what that to me, that card is saying. Keep your boundaries. Don't let people take your energy. Don't let yourself get drained by other people and how they're feeling and how they're confused. Keep your strength up. And that's how you do it, with the boundaries. We often talk about that Harry Potter movie, and they put that dome of protection, just like that picture, and they can't be seen or smelt by hunters and all this kind of thing. So that's what we've got to do. I'm going to pull one more of these cards. We've got to really protect and keep our boundaries tight is what I'm getting, because people will push into your energy space, and that's the stuff that we take on because we're like sponges. We've got to make sure that we keep that sort of arm's length, literally, I suppose. Release. Oh, there we go. Just release everything to the universe. Release the awakening. Look at all the butterflies emerging now. Release. And when you release, that's when the pain leaves your body. It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, I'll see if there's anything else to finish off with. Oh, it's so beautiful here today. Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. Wanted to do some garden jobs today so I can be outside. Oh, they're giving me a saying today. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. It's interesting, isn't it? And sometimes out here, my daughter and I really notice, like the galahs. If there's one galah, you'll end up with 15 galahs. It's true, isn't it? Birds of a feather flock together. Like kind, isn't it? All right, hang on. They give me that Barbara Streisand song, Guilty, that she sings with Barry Gibb. Love that song. It's just so pretty, isn't it? We've had that many times, but I do love that song. All right. I hope you guys listen to Coldplay's Moon Magic. It's a beautiful album. It's got some really lovely music in that. He's very gifted, Chris Martin, as a songwriter, isn't he? It's got those songs about I Am a Mountain and One World I was telling you about the other day. Go check it out if you haven't. The songs really grow on you. You know what Coldplay's music's like. It sort of really grows on you, doesn't it? I'm getting that song. I think it's Beverly Hills Cop. We've had this before too. The heat is on the streets. Pressure's high, can't be beat. 'Cause the heat is on. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Maybe that's about Starmageddon. The heat is on because people are going to stand up in the UK and bloody protest. But I think the heat is on a lot of politicians now because people are really querying what the hell's going on. People waking up, probably not you on my channel because we're already aware of all the stupid nonsense. I hope you checked out some of those David Icke videos I gave you to the other day, guys. Absolutely brilliant to listen to him. He's so good to listen to. He just puts everything in perspective, doesn't he? It's brilliant. Hang on, let me see if there's anything else. Oh, they give me that song by Tom Jones. Watch out, you're in for nasty weather. Ooh, down I say, taking someone everywhere. Oh no, that's that burning down the house again, isn't it? But Tom Jones did have a version of that, didn't he? Interesting. You're in for nasty weather. We get some strange weather now, don't we, these days, guys? I know in the UK, I think you're still getting rain, aren't you? You've had rain all summer, and now you're getting it into bloody autumn and winter. Like, what the hell? Hang on a minute. That's a parrot up in the tree. It's a red parrot. So pretty. Sound is beautiful. Oh, I'm getting that song by AC/DC. You shook me all night long. You shook me all night long. You really shook me now. You shook me all. God, I wish we could shake all the people waking up and get them to wake up faster and get more of them to wake up. Maybe if we shook them all and said, wake up, wake up. I think that's why we're getting that song. Hang on, I'll see if there's one more thing to close with today. God, they give me Neil Diamond. I'm getting that song Hello again by Neil Diamond. It's such a beautiful, pretty song. I absolutely love that song. Hello again, my friend. And they're giving me something else. Hang on, of Neil Diamond's. No, it's just they're giving me Hello. I'm going to have to finish with Hello today. Or they're giving me Shiloh as well. That's a great song too. But they keep taking me back to Hello. So we're going to have to play Neil Diamond's Hello today. Beautiful song. So magical. I absolutely love it. And maybe that's about, you know, if you think of the words in that, hello again, hello. It's probably about finding yourself again and saying hello and welcoming yourself back in after you awaken and accepting who you are and releasing and letting go of the past, just like the cards said, guys. That's how we move forward. We stop the resistance in our body. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from me, Sophie, and the birds. I'll give you a look at Soph. There she is. She's funny. She got a little coat on. It is chilly, though. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I'll come on and talk to you soon. Take care. Don't forget, like buttons. Please comment, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.